Hello, this has been Wyatt. In this lecture presentation, we'll learn how to use Camtasia Studio to record an audio narration of your flipped classroom. Whenever you load or kick off the Camtasia Studio interface, basically this is the screen that you'll see on your particular end. One of the first things that you'll be doing is connecting your microphone. Like I mentioned in the workshop, I highly recommend using an external microphone to record your lecture presentations. Yes, your laptop probably has a built-in microphone, but from my experience, those built-in microphones don't sound as good as using an external microphone. So I purchased this external microphone through Amazon for $20. There are others out there as well. You can even spend upwards to $100 for an external microphone. However, you don't really need to spend that much money. This one will work just fine for whenever you're ready to flip your classroom. Basically, it will give you the opportunity to talk into a microphone. The quality will be much better, and I think it's a good idea to implement whenever you're flipping your classroom. Is you want to use good quality equipment, so on the student's end, they can hear you clearly as far as explaining what those concepts deal with within a face-to-face or online course. So once you connect your microphone to the Camtasia or to your laptop, Camtasia will detect that particular microphone and will make that microphone the default microphone. So I've got everything up and connected to my laptop. And what I want to do is click on this voice narration icon down here. Sometimes the voice narration option is under the More option, but as you can see, it's clearly within my particular interface, and I think that is because I've used it a few times in the past. Camtasia, once again, once you use certain tools a number of times, will automatically put that within this particular row within the Camtasia interface. So once I click on voice narration, that will bring up more or less the interface to make sure my microphone is being detected by the Camtasia software program. And as you can see, I have a green bar moving to the right, which means my microphone is being detected. So I'm good to go there. If your microphone wasn't being detected, you would click on the audio setup wizard, and that will prompt you to choose that microphone. But 9 times out of 10, Camtasia software is smart enough to detect that particular microphone, therefore eliminating one step to choose that particular microphone that you want to use. So I'm ready to record my flipped presentation. I've got my script right here that I will follow during this particular lecture presentation. It's very important to have some type of script, and that way you don't get off task or off a particular concept and start going on tangents. It keeps the lecture presentation to the point, and it helps you stay on task for whenever you're recording these type of presentations. So I'll click on Start Recording, and basically under status it says recording audio, which is a good sign, and that red circle goes to a green box, which indicates to me that the lecture or the Camtasia software program is recording my lecture presentation. These lecture presentations will be between 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes in length. You don't want to record anything or provide students access to lecture presentations that are 2 hours, 3 hours in length, because more than likely research has indicated students will not listen to that full presentation or in one setting. So for those type of circumstances, I recommend dividing that lecture presentation into small snippets. So you can record part A, part B, part C, part D. Therefore, on the student's end, they can listen to those parts that they want to, depending on the work and school schedule. Once I've recorded my lecture presentation, I can click on that Stop Recording, and basically the audio track will be located within the audio track number 1. And basically, once it's loaded in there, I can listen to my audio narration prior to publishing it to make sure that it sounds good and will work for this particular lecture presentation. Whenever you're flipping any type of classroom or recording these type of lecture presentations, I highly recommend creating a new folder on your desktop as a way to organize all this information or all these file extensions that Camtasia creates. Whenever you're doing a voice narration, it only creates one or two programs associated with Camtasia, so that's another reason why I like using a folder system. Is everything will be located in this folder 2 or 3 months down the road if you want to make some simple edits to this particular presentation. You can go in, open up that lecture presentation or audio track and continue to add to it if you want to, or edit the audio track if you wish. So I'm going to select on my desktop. I'll come over here in this empty section, right click on my mouse and choose new folder. And I'm just going to call this classroom. And I'm going to double click in that folder. And I'm going to name this your classroom. The default setting for whenever you're adding a voice narration is a WAV format, which is totally fine. If it's a WAV format, students can listen to this on an iPad, laptop, Android phone, or even iPhone. Go ahead and click on Save, and I'll save that particular audio track to that new folder. And basically, I can click on this particular icon right here and drag it to the left, and if I click the space bar once, that will start the audio. So I'm going to go and click on my space bar once. I stopped the audio by clicking on my space bar again. You can click on this, you can zoom in if you wanted to. You can zoom out if you wanted to as well. But I can hear myself coming through in audio track 1, so that means I'm good to go. Everything was recorded. So now I'm ready to produce and share this particular audio with my students. So I'll click on Produce and Share. That's totally fine. You won't get that on your end. Why I'm getting that error message on my end is I'm using a different type of screen recorder to record the Camtasia interface, and that's prompting this error message, but you won't get this on your end. So I'll just click OK and continue on. I'll probably get another one here. Sure enough, yes. Once again, you won't get this on your end. And basically, it brings up how you would want to save this particular audio format. Everything else is not checkable, just MP3 because it's a voice narration, but this will give me the opportunity to produce this MP3, which I can in turn share with my students. Click Next. Go ahead and click on Next. And go and come up here and find that new folder that is created on my desktop. And I'm going to name that in the file name should be named something that is tied with that particular lecture presentation or the concepts that you explained to the students. Go and click on Save. I'm ready to go to finish this, so I'll click on Finish. You'll see that particular rendering format, which is totally fine. The lecture presentation or the audio will automatically load, giving you the opportunity to once again to listen to that track. So once I click on finish, I'm good to go. And basically that covers on how to use Camtasia to make an audio narration of your lecture presentation. In the next presentation, I will talk about how to upload this to your LMS, therefore giving the students the opportunity to listen to this lecture presentation prior to coming to class. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have questions, issues, or concerns on how to use Camtasia to flip your classroom. Thank you.